I'm joined by Marc-Andre, the Papers Committee Chairman. Marc, thanks very much. How has the whole event been for you? Has it gone off well?
I think it was a true pleasure to be here because initially it was not that easy to select the papers based on abstracts, etc. And you may have surprises, but in the end, I was really amazed by the quality of the papers. And the good thing was I have formed like two families, one with my vice chairman, the other one with the section chairs,
Right.
and it's been very good. Yeah.
Okay, so you've had a lot of research, a lot of work to do, reading through a large amount of abstracts and papers
Absolutely.
and selection process. How much time has gone into this? I mean, surely months.
Oh yeah, well, what I can say, it was more than expected for sure, but it has been an opportunity for me to learn more because obviously when you belong to this industry, you have your specialties. But this gave me the opportunity to learn more, to increase my knowledge, my vocabulary too, and yeah, it's been really, really interesting from that point of view.
Right, so effectively you're sort of learning about other areas within the industry beyond that which you have focused on in the past.
Yeah, what I spent my last 15 years working on transmission, on design, etc. This time I managed to look outside the box, which is on oil and gas, for example, which is on different applications for submarine cables. And this has been, yeah, an experience I will never forget.
And of course we're here in Dubai, the Middle East. It's a genuinely growing area for the subsea cable industry. I mean, to what extent has that been reflected in the content here?
Well, I think, yeah, first of all, it's, as you're saying, it's a great place for submarine cables. I've myself participated in many cables landing here. I think we had papers, for example, I think for the first time we had a paper from Etisalat,
Really?
which is an
Right.
achievement.
Which is a local
Telecom
supplier,
operator,
yeah.
and that's an achievement because to me that's the first time they publish a paper.
Right,
So
so
I
it
think
shows that they're sort of maturing, getting involved in the industry, say compared to previous events of SubOptic,
Absolutely.
2013, 2010, etc.
Absolutely. To me, that's one of the key achievements. I think, if you were to think locally. Yeah.
Right, and I mean this industry is clearly changing, undergoing change like all industries which are involved in data, involved in modern technology.
Yeah.
To what extent is that going to speed up in future years, do you think? I mean, clearly you have a sort of front seat on this whole debate, on this whole industry, especially now you're wearing your wide hat, yeah? So, I mean, how do you think that things will change from now until SubOptic 2019?
Oh, that's a
If you
hard.
can see into the future.
Yeah, that's a difficult question. But what I can say is, if I look at the figures, I rely on the papers I've read. If I rely on the keynote speakers' speeches, clearly the next 3 years we'll see a dramatic increase in capacity demands. If we look at Africa, for example, where we have very low penetration rates, where we have no competition at all, there's still appetite for capacity. And I really do believe that we drive the trend for the submarine cables.
Right, okay. Lastly, a word on Dubai itself. I guess a lot of the delegates here, everybody participating in SubOptic 2016 has had a bit of a chance to see Dubai. What's the feedback, do you think, so far?
Well, so far I have to say I haven't had much feedback because I was too busy.
Too busy,
but,
yeah.
but I'm sure they have enjoyed because that's a place where you can find a lot of different activities, and that's a great occasion to look outside the hotel and outside the conference framework. So I'm sure there will be very good and very positive feedback.
Excellent. Marc-Andre, thanks very much for joining us.